Hello, February, the month of love. The month of the year that reminds singles out there that they are still single. And this is the time of the year when most people who are dating, kinda dating, and soon to be dating spend most money on romantic stuff that soon will be ugly. Just like the guy that gave you the teddy bear last Valentine's Day, that always beside you whenever you sleep, which at the end you throw away, donate it to charity, stab until all the cotton balls pops out, and make it look like a piece of shit. Then throw it away because your ex-boyfriend cheated on you. Worry no more, people of the internet, especially those who are kinda struggling financially at the moment. Today I'm gonna teach you how to celebrate your Valentine's Day without breaking your wallet. But most importantly, it will still be sweet, memorable, and will surely make your relationship with your partner or soon to be partner stronger. So this is a scenario, guys. You are a broke teenager, only working part-time, and you want to impress your girlfriend or boyfriend on Valentine's Day. A quick tip first for the girls. Spending on Valentine's Day is optional for you. I said optional because most of the time your man will do the planning, the setup, the dinner, the surprises if there's any. But I salute those girls who makes an effort to make Valentine's Day. So it's a case-to-case basis for the girls. Now going back to the boys. To make Valentine's Day sweet and memorable but staying on a budget, we have boxes to tick. Clothes, gift, ride, venue, food to eat. Let's start with clothes. Remember, this is a romantic date. You need to look clean, presentable, and smelling good. Dig into your closet and look for funeral clothes or church clothes, or the one that you wore on your prom. Or if you are working in a fine restaurant or a cafe, just wear your work uniform and you're ready to go. Make sure that the clothes that you're going to wear is clean, or at least looks clean. Whatever is your preference. But if the only clothes that you have is unclean, don't worry, I have a solution for you. Just put any jacket that you can find and voila! Presentable clothes! But what if you don't have any fancy church clothes or funeral clothes, or you didn't attend the prom, or you don't work in a cafe or a restaurant? Still don't worry, clothes won't stop you from having a nice Valentine's Day. Just wear the best clothes that you have, even if it looks plain, boring, and generic. Just tell to your date, I tried to dress as fancy as I can, but this is the fanciest clothes that I've got. But it doesn't really matter because I love you. Boom! Problem solved! Now let's talk about gift. Whenever I heard Valentine's gift, the top 3 that comes into my mind are flowers, chocolates, and stuffed toys or plushies. You don't have to stress out yourselves here, guys. When you're in a budget, you gotta be creative. For example, if you want to give a stuffed toy, try playing a claw machine and win something from it. I know it might be unreliable, but you gotta trust your luck here. You'll never know, you might win something. Just in case you lose, just move on. You are not alone, my friend. This place is such a cruel world for such people like us who just wants a plushie. Moving on, we gotta stay positive and we gotta think positive for a new solution because we are broke as fuck. Woo. Teddy bears are overrated. It's already 2017, and in this generation, being unique is actually better than the usual. Because who wants the usual? It's boring. So I thought of this idea to make your very own personalized and customized plushie on a budget for your Valentine's gift. Just get a pillow, put some drawings in it, make a kinda cute face using a Sharpie, and don't forget to I love you in the middle to make your Valentine's gift thoughtful. Next is chocolate. That can be expensive, so we can skip on that. No skip, no skip. Remember, it's just a matter of creativity. Not because we're broke, we're gonna use it as an excuse to not give them chocolates. If you are working in a restaurant or a cafe, you are very lucky because you already have an access to chocolates. To be specific, chocolate drink. At the end of the day, it's still a chocolate, my friend. But Kenny, what if I'm really broke and I still want to give chocolates? This is my solution for you. Tell to your Valentine's Day. Babe, on my way to our meeting place, I saw this homeless guy asking for food. And because the only food that I've got is a chocolate, I gave it to him because I know if you're in my situation, you will do what I did. But that doesn't really matter because I love you. For the flowers, this is the easiest one. Just pick one from your parents' or neighbor's garden. Just in case you live in a city, just go to the nearest cemetery and pick your flowers there. Or ask a flower shop for a single flower. If you have an access to newspaper or any kind of paper, just do a flower origami. But if you are lazy to do any of that, just draw a flower on your hand. And tell this to your date. Babe, this is the flower I want to give you. I know it's on my hand, and that symbolizes I am this flower. But unlike any real flowers, I will not fade away. Just like my feelings for you, it won't fade away. And because I love you. 2 boxes down, 3 to go. Now let's talk about ride. If you want to spend the Valentine's Day just to show off to your partner, you are very welcome to do it, especially if you've got the budget. You can book a cruise for 2, trip to Europe for 2, or even a theme park date. But that will be very expensive in my case. The best solution that I can think of is to catch the public transport like trains, buses, or taxis if you got a little extra money. But if I were you, I'll just stick to trains and buses. Now, if you got your own car, just make sure your car is clean, especially the inside. Remove all trash like used tissues, random candy wrappers, or even used condoms if there's any. Use the vacuum cleaner if you must, and make it smelling good using a body spray if you don't have a car freshener. If you felt that your date is not happy in the ride of your choice, just tell her, babe, what we ride doesn't matter. It's just a temporary moment in our life. What's more important is that I love you, and that won't be temporary. That's the spirit, baby! Ooh, ah. Ooh, another tick on our list. Venue and food to eat goes hand in hand. If you are planning to have a date in a fancy restaurant or a hotel, it's just right to have a fancy food with a fancy name and a very fancy price tag. On the other hand, if you are thinking of having a date on a not so fancy place, you have the option to either spend more money on food or just spend within your planned budget. But this video is all about creativity and being unexpected. So we are not limiting ourselves on plans that won't surprise your date. For the venue, we have lots of options here. We can have a date in a public park, which is not a bad idea, except if it's raining. We can also have a date in a shopping center, which is free, but that is a credit card magnet that makes it not so good. The ideal place for me to spend your Valentine's Day is in your very own house. We can never go wrong with this. Trust me. Even when it rains, you have a roof. And also your credit card is also safe from shopping. And the most important thing is, it's free. Just like with the car, clean your place. Make it look clean and smell nice. This is the place where you will spend most of your time with your Valentine's Day. The centerpiece of your house will be the dining area. Make it as romantic as you can. Candlelight on a dinner table is overrated and it is prone to fire. Just use your phone as an alternative to candlelight. Not only it is safer, you also remove the risk of burning your own house. Make the room dark but not very dark. This sets the romantic mood and you also save some electricity. You can also put some romantic music using the phone, which you used earlier as a candlelight. Just remember, this night is all about the feel and the vibes. So I'm sure your date won't complain about your venue. Babe, place won't matter. As long as we love each other. And you know it more than any people in the world, cause I love you. Bam! That's the move! Woo! 1 box left. In terms of food, just make sure it is safe to eat. Whatever food you serve or buy, for my opinion, doesn't really matter as long as you stay on the budget. But to make it romantic, try to choose foods which has sauce or gravy or ketchup. What you will learn today is family secret. So pay attention and take this very seriously. One of the classics that you can use is a hot dog sandwich. Step 1. Make sure that you will put a lot of ketchup on it. Next, give it to your Valentine's date and ask her to have a big bite. And because you put too much ketchup on it, the sauce will make a mess on her face. Finally, wipe off the ketchup on her face, slowly without breaking the eye contact. And tell her, our relationship will not be as messy as this hot dog sandwich. This I promise you because I love you. Chill, 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 chill. Damn! All boxes tick like a boss! So guys, I hope you learned something very useful today. Don't forget, budget is not a limitation. It's just a temporary obstacle. At the end of the day, your Valentine's date won't even pay attention to all of these things. For her, the idea that you tried your best shot, give an effort, and being thoughtful is more important than spending the night in a fancy way. At least you did something. At least you remember. At least she's the one you pick among all the girls that you know to spend this Valentine's Day. So guys, until next time, I'm gonna see you on my next video. And always remember, I love you. Whoop, up, my dad.